What's the deal, gang? What goes on? How's everybody doing? Check if this mic's working. Yep, everything's working. All right. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning,
Going
chat.
up.
Good morning, everybody. Zoom, everybody.
Everybody. Sir, good morning. I put cells here at 29 pips last night. We had 40 something funded. Yeah, but good morning. There's no news, just really pure price action today. And I don't know. It's been peaceful, it's been quiet, and I've kind of liked it. Like, I took the weekend. I spent a lot of time just on my own, alone, right? Away from the hassle and noise. And just it helps so much sometimes to pause and to tune out the noise. I mean, you ever notice how loud the world got? Like, not just cars, not just cities, just people, right? Everybody wants to be heard so bad that they forgot how to listen. And we kind of we all scroll, we post, we talk. But when's the last time you actually heard silence? The kind that makes your chest heavy. You know, like the universe just muted itself to you. That silence. Huh? Find that, like, in moments like that, that's where the real clarity lies, right? That's where that's where the decisions get made that nobody claps for yet. Right? That's where your next version is already waiting, tapping its foot like, yo, you done being distracted yet? That kind of silence. Like, I'm a big believer that life's got this, weird algorithm, and you only get the signal once the noise is muted, right? You only get that signal once there's quiet to get some clarity. Most people never do because they're scared to find out who they really are, or or what they want when everything stops moving. So I guess today, be the pause, right? Don't add more noise, because when the world goes quiet, that's when the story starts to sound like you, right? If you just engage with the silence, with the quietness, right? When it's not there, when it does show up, when it shows up on the charts here and there's nothing going on, you're gonna feel at home. You're gonna feel like it's clarity. This is what I know, right? So if you learn the quiet parts of the chart, you're not gonna have an issue when everyone's questioning what to do. Buy or sell, buy or sell. Never even gonna be a question. It's just gonna be you knowing exactly what to do because you thrive in the silence. It's just kind of what I was sitting and thinking. Like, I was just by the docks, by the water on my own. And it's like, man, if you learn to strive in silence, most people think when it goes quiet, that's when the scary stuff begins. And it's like, no, this is where you understand yourself and where you really grow. But it's okay to pay attention to what he is. What's up, Eddie? Yeah, I mean, just profound thoughts of a stoic pothead, right? I was thinking of having some sell limits here, but I don't like this wick that we just grabbed on the 30. I think we could push through some levels here. The value in knowing oneself. But there will be times in life where you will need to be the pause, right? You will need to know what to do when the world goes quiet. And if you know how to do that, like, you know, that's when the story sounds like you to yourself. You're like, oh, this is me. This is all me. How deep can you actually go inside your own thoughts? I go pretty deep. That's deep. Give me my summer God. All right, yeah, well, enough of the sentimental shit like yesterday. What's up, gang? Let's do a little intro. Actually, let's not do an intro. Let's do a breakdown. I haven't done. I was gonna say do an intro, but let's do a breakdizzle. Still, damn, Benny eating so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it. His whole face is freaking smushed inside the bowl, and there's like, this is his nose, and this is the food level, and he's just like inside the bowl. Super necessary, like a 2-piece of soda sometimes. Yeah, like chicken noodle soup and soda on the side. Now let it rain. Now air it out. Let it rain. Air it out. Air it out. All right, weekly. Yo, weekly closed bearish, right? We're expecting to fill the weekly wick today. We did. The daily closed bearish, but respecting support. We've come down. Daily's not closed. There's a level here. We are heavily bearish. The 4-hour closed bearish. So the London session 4-hour, it's really come down here. Now we have the New York session 4-hour. The 1-hour closed bearish. We really want to be looking for some sells. Everything is closed bearish. The 30 has created a support. It's reflipping bullish now after having this reaction. Right, and the current 4-hour is about to flip bullish. So we would really like to come down here today, unless we see some range 2 breakouts, right? So let's drop these levels. Break back in range here, or we could hold. Yeah, I would really like to trade below this level, not in this chop. But I'm debating right now. If I don't know if we want to do this. Let's look at the stops. So maybe if it's like a 60 to 70 pip stop, and that's exactly what it is. 64 pip stop. Wow. Yeah. So we'll probably have sell limits here at this area. As we start breaking up in above 40.49, I'm going to look to have a sell limit of 457.5. Maybe that. But I think we're going to see this hourly closure through. I have a tough time believing the next 15 pushes this hourly, right? We're more likely to hold resistance here, and then we don't even need this level, right? If we're able to hold resistance here. I do not mind taking sells here to retest the lows. But if we start pushing up through this area, this is a lot of rejections on a bearish day with a previous 4-hour being bearish. Right, so if we start pushing up through this area, I would like to use this stop and get some entries here off a top wick, somewhere from here to roughly here. This should be our trade right here, that area. We get these limits. All right, if the wicks makes pancakes show up, the ones I like, we'll take them. It would be amazing if this candle can push up here and close with no top wick, but that's a tall task. right? We're coming up here on the last 15 of the hourly. I want to see how this closes here in 30 seconds, because chances are that if we close like this, like we are right now, we're not going to have a position until the next hourly hits. I guarantee it. Not much in terms of direction here, right? On this current candle. Did not give away its hand. The market did not show its hand here on that candle. It's just a lot of misdirection here. All wick, top wick, bottom wick, no body. Indecision. Indecisive here during a decision-making time. It's being indecisive, so we have to wait. Right? We're gonna definitely wait this 15-minute through. There's gonna be no trades here until the 9 a.m. candle. If you got to make some coffee, if you got to go to the bathroom, grab some tea. Right? But if we get closures above 40.57, obviously we'll look. The thing is, closures above 40.57 should still, right, look a little something like this. Even if it closes above, right? And we should tap this area, and then we can kind of take off, right? Mirror the way this came down. You have this leg here, this leg here, and then this leg. Maybe your little shoulders over here. So once this closes above, looking for that ride up. I wouldn't really prefer this come up right now. I'd like it off a top wick on the next candle. But we will have a sell limit here. Let's see. I'm going to hold off on this. I'm expecting this now. Perfect. The reason I'm holding off is I believe this was a reaction right here. So if the very next candle fills it, it should blast through this area. But if we can hold a little bit, right, then it'll tell me that we have a resistance here. And then if the next hourly can do it off a top wick, I'm okay with that. Okay, good. Waiting with the sell limits? Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait off on the sell limits until the 1 hour close. I like it when the 30 and the hourly all line up here. Which would the stops be here? Ooh, we've tapped our area. We've tapped our area. This is where the sell limit would be. Some of you guys taking them now? Tapped us on the dot. How far will it push? Push right the fuck through this whole range. Push right through it. Let's go. Go push right through it, baby. Come on, push right through it. Don't fucking top out here. Don't top out here. Push through. The strong resistance area. Look at these 2 wicks over there. Bang, bang. It just tapped that area right there. I might not push. I wanted to push through just so I could be correct. Just so I could be correct here. I want to feel smarter than a 5th grader. Coming back down. What do I want? $5 minute no top wick? I didn't even see that. Oh yeah. But 5 closed above. A little bit sketchy. Gonna push down. Let's see, maybe if it closes like this, right at this level, maybe a top wick first off the next candle, and then as it flips bearish, we'll have that as a stop, and we'll... I just believe the next candle should create a bottom wick, and if it's going to create a bottom wick, and this should create a top wick here, yeah. It's a funky hold there. See next candle. $7 minutes here. 7 minutes for the hourly. I get ahead of it. You know, some levels are clear and obvious. This one isn't really clear and obvious here. Know your worth. It's a good one. All right, because I don't want to get impulsive here, and when that happens, I want to step away and take a couple of pulls of this fat Jamaican joint. Wonder how low it's gonna go here. Oof, 20 pips right there. Oof, what a reaction. Let's see what it do. Maybe it flips bearish. Bearish. That would have been a really good edge. Where people at? YouTube should be on the front page. Oh, only said it's me paying it forward. If we close like this and we open up with a top wick, I'll take a sell here. I'll have a sell limit here off the top wick on the next candle. Really depends how we close. Would have been a roughly 40 pip drawdown for a roughly 35, 40 pip TP. Three minutes. 3 minutes for this 1 hour close. Okay, we got 2 minutes. We might have positions off the open of the candle. Does everyone understand what we're looking for?
Yes, sir.
I was running like 6 minutes behind on the live, and I caught you saying it should blast through here. And when I refreshed, indeed did blast through.
Hey, chat, take advantage before the 4-hour closure. We got 90 seconds left. Drop a like, sub to the channel. Be appreciated. Go ahead, drop a like. It's free. Thank you.
Absolutely. Great idea. You're just full of great ideas, bro. The likes? What? Revolutionary. Didn't get. I'm just kidding. What are you doing? No. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. I'm down, my friend. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. 30 seconds. Come back down. This close above, there's no top with countries. There's nothing. Gonna close above. Expect the unexpected, said Jada. Yeah, what's crazy is this candle has no bottom wick, really. We can just have no bottom wicks all the way up here. Or we fake out because it doesn't have much of a top wick either. It's got, oh, geez, it's got less of a top wick than a bottom wick. 10 pips. Yeah, 18 pips. And altogether, this is a fucking 250 pip candle. Watch this not even flip here. That'd be wild. Could get interesting here. Because if we start getting into these highs, another 15-minute level, might have this as a position here. All right, so a few things can happen here. A, we fake out, right? And we get this push down, right? Ideally, I'd want a closure below here, because if we don't close below there, this is very likely. Boom. And then we continue up. Right? So if we get this close, we want it to push down. If we're going to look for sells, we want it to push down back here. There'll be a heavy stop, which is why you'll wait for more candles to print, right? You'll wait for something like this for a better stop. Something like that. That's number one. Number two, if we're going to move up, I want this candle to do something like this. Eventually come back down. That's the only way we can look for buys. This, right? And then do this. All right, we see this. We're looking for buys. It's just more waiting involved. And if we push up here, I would really like to tap a 30, an hourly level, but I just don't see those until all the way up here. Right? All we have is the 15 level. This is a good stop right there. We'll probably have a limit there. But I don't see anything except the 15 up here. So we might use that level, but I'm not too excited about this. The level down here was better than this. We'll see. We'll see how we get there. Just wait, chat. That's how you will it. Yeah. Right now, you just wait. We need more candle closures, more things to print. The market hasn't really shown its hand. The way it got here wasn't too predictable. But maybe it'll make the next step predictable, which is your edge, right? You're just trying to predict with high degree of probability the next candle, the volume candle. Yeah, we got about a half hour till NYC open anyway. Yeah, 5 closed with no topic again. Put people at the Zoom door. Morning. Morning. All right, all right. Will we get that heavy push down? Will we find a support here and continue on our merry way up? What you gonna do? Act the fool? Yeah, there's nothing to you know, to base pancakes here off of. Well, I said we might take it off the top wick of the next hourly if we open up with a top wick, which we did. But unfortunately, the previous candle closed above the range. So this top wick can't top out anywhere predictable, right? It just looked mid-range, very arbitrary, very questionable. But now that it's pulling back, it's creating the range that we need, right? It's doing, remember I said, like from this point, there's only a few possibilities that can print in order for us to take a trade. And if this smashes through here, we know what to do, right? We plan for that. If it bottoms out here, right, and comes back up, we know what to do. And if it creates a support at this area, we know what to do. If it does anything else, you'll just won't do it. You won't react, and right, you'll tune out the noise, right? And wait for the next setup. You need to have an idea in your head of what you're looking for, what it needs to look like, right? You're not going to trade just because you're here. You're going to trade when you see your edge, your opportunity, what you're looking for, right? You're not going to trade just because you're putting your time into this. You're going to trade just because your setup shows up and your time is irrelevant. That's why you don't get paid hourly, right? You get paid in bunches, right? You get a little stack here, stack there, right? You get a little money back dropped off. That's why it feels illegal, right? Because of the way you get paid. It's like the mob, right? Like whenever you run a scheme, that's when the capos show up with the bag. When the mob runs its edge, it wins, and that's when they get paid. Until then, nobody get paid. You're a one-man mafia. Think about that. You're like a one-man crime family right now, looking for the next job over here to, run a scheme on these markets. Oh my God. This is my favorite stretch. Looking for your next chance. You're wild for that one. Looking for my next Terry. Going on pit secured in that 5-minute candle. You must have took the flip. Good job. Holy jumping fucking Jesus. Benny, go outside. That was terrible. Yo, what did you eat? Go outside. Come here. No, you're not allowed to be in. Go place to sleep, bro. Right there, go outside. Can't have you inside doing shit like that. No. Back outside. Come on, buddy. No, back outside. You go to the bathroom or no? Go outside. I know we won't. You can't do that, bro. Well, how can I help you? How can I help you? Stop biting me. Oh. What do you do? What are you doing? Hey! No. Get down. Very, very bad. A dog. Out. Out. Hates it when I go like this. I go like this. He's like, shit, he's mad. Right? Uh-huh. You did something, huh? What did you do? What'd you do? I could do this too. He looks at me where he goes. Go outside. I know what it is. He's just so big. There's no room outside. He needs like outside the outside. That makes sense. That can't be your real last name, Ben. Is that your real last name? Handwriting? Is that? I thought you honestly thought the guy was joking. But now that I sit here and my high ass thinks about it, like, why would anyone make that up? Gotta be. Like, yeah, bro, I'm stuck with this. Hit a lick for 40 pips. W is.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
What's up, man? Every time I hear that name, I think about the 6ix9ine fucking gun story. Kenny, the world gonna run out of paper. I'm gonna need you to move over to something cleaner. Hit that water bong. And he like, that's some white boy shit, bro. Could you please explain consistency rule on Top Step, like to a child? Instant account. I need to make 6% of the. Yo, you remind me of that guy that asked ChatGPT. You seen that meme? You're like, ChatGPT, give me business idea. 10 business idea. Then business. Take as long as you need. No work, less work. Very, very. What is it? Child friendly. Something like that. Oh, we faked out here, gang. Close back in range. Here's the deal. This stop sucks. Current candle can flip here bearish and not drive. So, and that's only an 8 pip wick on the closure. It's most likely we wait for 9:30. There's a chance we close above. But if this candle can flip right now, not drive, re-break the high, and then reflip bearish, we'll take it. And we'll have current candle. So right now, right, as it's coming down, or it's not coming down. Right now, let's try this again. Go right now as it's coming down. Oh. Bang. If this shit can't... Well, never mind. Forget that. Never mind, scheme. Now it's... So that idea is gone if it can re-break the high to come back down, because that's the range. Now, if we can reject here, I will not take a sell on the break of the lows, but if we can reject here, close above, that would be really interesting if we can close above the most recent 915. Right? Or if that break of the low happens for 930. But if we can... wrong color. Again. If we can do this, right, or close above there, then next candle, any kind of break at a high is our entry. It's NYC open, and we'll expect this to ride up. That's what I would expect. Oh, shit, we reflip back bullish. Damn, this shit might play out. Let me cover it. Let me cover it. It might happen the way we said. Come on. Took that W. Come on. We got 10 minutes to print like this. Like we drew it up. Well, won't be surprised the current 15 rockets up. Yeah, me neither. That's a highly likely scenario. I also won't be surprised if the next 30 does, because that's NYSE open. But the thing is, it would make it really tough for us because it wouldn't set up. It would just fly. But this chop, right? This chop is chalked. Ass and feet, right? Oh, Turpy, is Turpy here? Turpy won the 50K last night. I wanted to see if he got it already. So yeah, I think I need to end my day here because of consistency roll. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow, Patrick. Congrats. Great job. Ready to hit the
Turpy
consistency
won by
roll.
default.
What was that? By default.
Turpy won by default.
Don't be hating. Yo, will we get our candle here? It's close above, so it's good. Come on, baby, just like we drew it up. Who said they wouldn't be surprised this 15 rockets up? Huh? Huh? Right, Nav. Turpy won 5 times already. No, he won once before, but he's given away. He gave it away last time. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Green in the building. Yeah. Y'all drink that haterade today. NYC setting up nicely here for us. Yeah, let's see if it holds or not. Why is Green not in Sunday session? That's his decision, not ours. That's his personal decision. Why he doesn't show up for the Sunday Asian. Maybe it's leg day. Sunday might be leg night. I feel like Green's a Jehovah's Witness, and on Sundays he's just busy. Daniel, want to see me every day? I see you every day, bro. I want you right here, right now, on the table. Nah, matter of fact, I want to see you here right now going, hurry up, Wix. It's your turn for the set. And we'd be doing benched right here, right now. And my neighbor got a squat rack. I think a squat rack is the most valuable thing you put at the house because, like, you can do everything from the squat rack. Fuck the squats. Working out on stream? Hell yeah. Like, if there was somebody here right now, like, we'd be building a gym right in this office, like, all the way in that corner. We'd be working out right now. What else are we doing? Look, there's nothing going on. We're stuck in a range that we can't get out of, and training legs is the test boost. Yo, well, I'm down. Let's get a leg press. Let's get a squat rack. Maybe a Smith machine. I need a leg extension and a leg curl. I skip leg day. I skip on leg day. Matter of fact, I frolic. Yibbity doo dah. 9:25. We got minutes, under 5 minutes for NYC Open chat. Hey, drop some likes, sub to the channel, and go share the stream so people know that we're live. Oh, come on. Back down. All right. Let's look foolish. Four-hour has reflipped back bearish. Ooh. Ooh, we're breaking these lows. Oh my. Breaking these lows. Looks, would you consider 15-minute onion if we close within the range? Bullish. No. No. I want to close out the range. We closed below here. Shit, we drew that out too. Where is it? That was one of the possibilities. Right there, we drew that out. But this was accounting for NYC Open and 915 candle, but the 915 candle is already playing out here, so. Which means we might not need this bullish candle here. We might just have a top wick and a sell. Wow. It's good. NYC Open. All we need is a top wick. Break the lows. We're going to push. We need a bottom wick right now. Is it me or the music's loudest? Yeah, music's loud as hell in my ear. See, 30 seconds here. Oof. Don't want to finish out the range. Come on. Need a bottom wick? We have it here right now. We need just to break these lows after a small top wick is made. Big top wick or whatever it is. Build a wick? Whoa, 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 whoa. Huh. Your mother's a man. All right, gold. Quick 75 pippa. And there's no buy limits here. Like, yeah, you can reject off this 4-hour low. There's no buy limits here. Everything's bearish, and you are reflipping back bearish, maybe re-breaking the wick low. No top wick here. What's the stop here? 23 pips. Risky. 75 pips within seconds. Yeah, it's NYC open. Breaks the highs or lows are good, but you need a top wick here because otherwise, what are you going to use as stop? Previous candle? It's a little wild. Well, here's the deal. This chop now becomes irrelevant. Boom. We've closed outside it once right here. Right? Faked out. Filled the range. All these orders have been cleared out. Up, down. There's no more of those orders here. Boom. Boom. Reaction here to come up. Scary. Everything's bearish, so it might blast through here. This is a 50-50. It might react, but this reaction. These cases are 50-50. It's NYC open, and the higher time frames refilling the wick. So a lot of times you won't get a reaction. You'll get, about half the time you'll get a straight drop through. Oh wow. Wow. On the dot. Back to waiting. Yeah, back to waiting. A little bit of waitings. It's early. It's 9:30. We're here for another couple hours. All we needed was a small top. There's gonna be so many of these moments throughout your trading. It's not like it's gonna be a lot of. All I needed. Don't look at it that way. What you needed hasn't shown up yet. Coming. Oof. A lot of buys just got activated. Damn. Look, it flipped and came right back down. I mean, it might still drive, but a lot of buys got. What a rehab. Said it. 22 pips stop. I don't know. Fucker took off 165 pips. Well, now we wait. Maybe it's the next 15. Maybe we got that closure above that we drew out before, but it just needed to grab orders here at the, at the 4-hour low. Retest the lows, grab orders, right? Build the range, made a decision here. up or down. So it was up. But now when it gets up here, it's going to make another decision. Do I break above or I hold the range, hold the chop? Had a bunch of oxtail yesterday. Still got the itis. Kind of weird. Yeah, I had a bunch of oxtail and chased it with a bunch of Wingstop. Why'd you put the kids up on the table? You wanted to. Blue cheese. Blue cheese. Bitch, I'm addicted to blue cheese. Remind myself, still got Wingstop. The long beard don't help the sauce though, because it's always ending up my beard. I just headbutted a mosquito. You guys ever do that? I just walked into the bathroom to wash my hands, see? And I walked in and just seen him right in between my eyes as I was walking in, that like slow motion. Boom. And I knocked him out. I'm gonna lose a point for that round. For sure. Mm. Hit me right at. He knocked out somewhere in the bathroom right now. Is that not a perfect expression of a mosquito? Sir, come to India. We are mosquitoes everywhere. No, sir. After mosquito bite. Thank you for curry, please. Can we talk about Forex, please? Thanking you. Curry. How about the Slurpee? 7-Eleven Slurpee. 30% off. Family discount. Because, yeah. Even if y'all ain't related, y'all related. Fuck's sake. Drop some likes, gang. Drop some likes. Well, back to these big ass candles. Back to having 200 pip, 15-minute and 30-minute candles. Life's good. Come on. You charm. What's the next opportunity we could possibly look for? Let's check it out. Yeah, tapped it on a dot. Yeah, if you're going to look for sells, it's going to have to be below 40-30 here. What the fuck is this? That's a gap. A gap. when it rebroke the lows. Yeah. It's not that I don't disagree with your positions. I just find the stops arbitrary. The 15 closed there. Closed above the hourly level. See? Gonna bounce up here. So you see how we're very bearish? 15 minutes from now, the 4-hour closes. If the 4-hour can close bearish like this, and if we're able to make our way up here in the next 4-hour, right, find some kind of support, there will be a sell limit from these levels, right? Decent stop, roughly a 50 pip stop. You'll look to retarget 3/4 of the lows, roughly 160 pips. Right, so this way you're taking it with the 4-hour, with the daily, with the weekly, right? Weekly close bearish, daily close bearish, 4-hour close bearish. Hourly will close bearish here. The 30 will close bearish here. The 15 will close bearish here. Volume. Bong, bong, bong. I guess when everything is bearish, you can just count on it to continue driving. All the time frames have aligned here. Ah. And you can be impulsive, right? And say, all right, we're breaking all laws, we're all bearish. Let me look at positions. But I find that I find that I'm a lot more logical when I'm not impulsive about my positions, right? In terms of stops, in terms of managing risks, position sizing, position management, right? And I also find myself feeling calmer, right? When I'm not impulsive about a position. You don't want to be in a position wondering, what the fuck am I going to do next? You want to have it all planned out. And if I see something I didn't plan for and then impulsively jump in and don't have it all planned out, that's a recipe for for a lot of yelling and your neighbors thinking you're weird. A lot of punch in the air when that happens. Wow. This could get interesting. All right. Allium. Things could get really interesting here. If this is how we close, well, we might have some violence respecting this level. It means used to be really impulsive. Felt like I always needed to be in a trade. Since fixed that a few months ago, my trading has virtually stress-free. Yeah, you just want to be stress-free, right? You don't want to be panicking in a position, or you want to just have everything thought of and thought through, and be the man with the plan. First thing you can do is crash out. Yeah, that is so true. I find myself more emotional when I go off levels and ideas. Don't wait for price action to give me an entry. I think it's just human nature. It's a commonality between all of us. Did it just grab liquidity to move up? We wouldn't be sure of that until it actually closes. Next candles start opening up and we start breaking some highs and stop continuing with structure. You see, we're making lower highs, lower lows. We got to break structure here. We have to start somewhere, right? On a smaller time frame to the higher time frame, back to the smaller time frame. That's how it works, right? The smaller time frame will first break structure, then the higher time frame will still continue with structure, and then eventually that'll break structure, right? So small time will lead to the higher time frame, which then eventually will lead you back to the smaller time frame to look for entry, because that higher time frame structure break, right, will now let you enter on a smaller time frame. So it's kind of the smaller time frame leads to the bigger time frame, leads to the smaller time frame. That's why we're always clicking through the time frame. This is interesting, right? You get a top wick on the next candle. I mean, bottom wick on the next. You might not even need a bottom wick. There's room here, right? Any kind of break at a high here should work. If it was NYC open, it'd be really easy here. But I think we want the bottom wick to have, because we need a stop. Celery play. High. Right? It's break of a bearish candle in a bullish direction at support. Right? So we might hold. We want to hold, honestly, this level. We want to hold that, right? So, which would mean the 15 holds, right? The 5 fakes out here. The 15 holds its level. The 30 would hold its level. The hourly would hold its level. And if that happens and we get a bottom wick on the next candle, we are likely to come up. Five minutes here. Waited this long. We can wait a little bit more. But we close in this little funky area below the hourly and the 30, right? But respecting the 15, it gets a little difficult. We don't have to wait. And 5 minutes is a long time. Shit, 2 minutes is a long time, right? A lot can happen in the span of 2 minutes, especially with gold, moving 400 pips in 30 seconds. It was full bottle. Yeah, we got 4:20 on the clock, almost. 4 minutes 20 seconds till the next candle, which gives me a chance to do the little 420 thing. Not big one. Benny, man. Little fart box, man. Guy's the original fart box news. He sucks. You know the saw, but he stinks. He's been thinking up this whole fucking room all morning. That's terrible. That's terrible. As Chuck would say. Terrible. Recently looked at receipts last night. Man, it's depressing. 8K is crazy in 2.5 years. What do you mean? Make or spend? Make? Yeah. Spend? Pretty good. Heavy 4 hours. Where we headed? Daily levels. How much is this? 357 pips. No. Well, this is interesting though. Like, let's look at the daily level here, right? Let's bring this shit down here. Daily level. You can have 1530 hourly buys over here at the daily level. Keep 43 pip stop. Interesting. So we would look something like this. I mean, we're very far away from there. We're 400 pips away, but that's the daily level. Or interesting. $39.90 flat. Because any bounce off that level will take you back up here. There'll be at least a 200, 300 pip bounce on it. Negative from trading. That's fucking community college prices. Good, bro. Held the 15. Held this 30. Close below the most recent. Ah, did it hold here? It, like, held that on the dot. Scary. And I make 6K a year here, so that's insane. Where are you making 6K a year? I'm really looking to easier in 2026 and really trying to have a profitable year next year. Most importantly, yeah, slowly. Any of you looking for buys? Because here's the deal: buys are. Let's say this happens, right? Buys are so risky with the daily and the hourly. Oh, that's what happened, right? Well, this is good. Look, it's filled the next level, so it's grabbing orders from the next range. Well, it filled it really quickly on the dot too. It's smacked off of it. Yeah, we drew that up earlier. Right off of it, huh? Yeah, so that's nice. It's great. It's filled the entire range. If it bounces back up here, the buys might actually play out, but I would rather look for sells, right? Whatever high it's going to make after this, I would rather than close below whatever low is established here and then look for positions. But it's possible, right? You get a 15 closure here, bearish. You get another 15 bullish, right? Your fake out. Your 30 starts to look like this then at that point. Right? This is what your 30 looks like. And if that's the case, 15 fake out, 30 hold support. Next 30 bottom wick, break of highs. And yeah, we'll take that up. There's enough room to eat a little, but I'm not looking for massive runners because we are so bearish, and it'll probably be making a top wick for the 4 hour, which would be ideal also for us because if it can come up here, we will look for sell limits to bring the ship back down. 420 pip range. Say it isn't so. 420. I'm gonna smoke on entry. I'm gonna light a J right on entry. Too early for, well, yeah, right now, way too early. Broke lows, lower highs, lower lows. Do we break up lows for sales? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Love how it tapped our level on the dot here, right? That means that's a solid level. We were right about that one. Stop. Weird though. There we go. Refilled it. Holy crap. Stupid volume here. Bounce, 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 bounce. It's just bouncing. Because we're driving down, but that was. Remember how I said where it's really far away, the daily low, we're like 400 pips away. I mean, we're making it, we're coming down here. We're making our way down to this blue line here. And man, I want to say I want to have positions on there. But I got to see how we get there. Such a great daily level, but how much drawdown can we take here? Who's in sells because they're sure we're heading to our daily level that I marked?
That would be me.
Yeah, that would be Kenny. I was about to say Kenny's probably on his way. Reggie, maybe. Reggie was looking at the rebreak of the lows. Man, this is scary on a daily. I don't know where we tap. It's like, it is a big bottom wick here. Oh, man. There's a chance it fucking taps this and right back up. There's a chance it don't get there. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to use this and then use this as the stop. It might be like a 100 pip stop here. Look. What's the best that a 30 and a 15 can give us? That's a 100 pip stop. 40-20. That must be a sign. Everything's a sign. 40-20. What'd you make? Everything is a sign. Benny, come on, stretch. It's time to swap. Yo, who's in town, Jack? Come through. I'm doing chicken kebabs. You know what I want? I'm feeling for some melons. I want some melons. I need me some melons. And not like a watermelon, but like a melon. The green ones. Maybe the yellow ones. Wait, one's a melon, the other one's something else. They're the same thing, just one's green, one's yellow. Bearish, we are so bearish. Can we bottom out and push right back up? Hell no. Gold just said hell no. We're going down. Now shut the fuck up. Hey. That. If you didn't get any W's with us today, at least drop a like for the jingle. Drop a like for the jingle. We do a little jingling. We jingle a little. Good level, 15 seconds here for the 15. Not much setting. I was just kind of moving down, but you know what's crazy? Gold's been sliding all morning, and there's hasn't really been a single clean entry. And this is where 90% of traders blow it, right? They see movement and they confuse it for opportunity. Right? This is the discipline zone here. You think we're testing price here? No, we're testing patience. We're not testing this price. We're testing patience. We're not retesting a level. Right. You ever be just sitting there like every candle's whispering? Your brain's like, but should I? And I think that's the difference between being a trader and a gambler. This is a really interesting top wick. If we can come up, re-break it, we might look for sells here on the re-break at a low. We can come back up here. We've closed below the range, but this is very overextended. I'd like it to re-break highs to tell me, all right, this wasn't the high that we just grabbed all these sell stops. We're gonna re-break highs, then go. Anyway, back to my thought. Don't gamble. Don't chase candles. Right? Wait for the story to be. I mean, gold can keep dripping here, and I'll keep taking pulls in my joint. Right? Talk my talk and let it do what it does. But next time I pull the trigger, it's not gonna be out of boredom, right, gang? It's gonna be out of confirmation. You know what social media doesn't do? It never shows you this part, right? Social media will never show you, like, sometimes doing nothing is the move, and social media won't show it to you. Reggie said, I don't know how long to hold this. To the daily low, 90 flat. You hold it another 200 pips. At least, bro, you need the daily lows. So if you're looking, maybe the hourly, so 94, 96 flat. I would hold it to 96 flat. See these? Here, right there, 96.3 at 96 flat. Another 100 pips. You have another 100 pip drop here in you. Which means we're going to have buy limits. Now, be careful here. The 100 pip stop. Oh, man. No, I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to look for this. I really want to snipe the daily. Actually, I'm already at B in profit, so it just keeps dropping. Oh, man. What are we looking for? 30. Daily level. Scary. I like it, but I don't like it. It's just the stops are so big. To tap this area. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna have to do a 2-lot because we are approaching the daily low. I think it's gonna be here. $95, 2-lot. I'm not looking at this area. I'm looking at this area. You guys are wondering where my eyes are focusing on. The key here is this drop. And I'm looking to see if there was a reaction. Was there a reaction? You see that? Look at that 15-minute as it was dropping. You can't see it on the 30, but it's there. This area. This we're probably where that's where we're gonna take it. We're gonna look for it off the daily, and I'm gonna keep stop. See. Here's the deal. I don't know where we're gonna bottom out here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for this support to form, and once it's retested, right, it's gonna come up, make a high. It's gonna retest it. We're either gonna get in on the onion to come back down, retest it, or once it retests it, I'll take a buy because I know where it'll bottom out here at that point. It's just stupid volume. Which is great. This candle is 370. The new 4 hours come down here. It's given a 370 pip bottom wick. That's actually amazing because it doesn't have a top wick. 96.3. Yeah, we're limit buy. Two stop. Limit sell. Might be headed to the daily level down here, and I'm gonna think about, I might have another buy limit here at the daily level. Here you're looking for about 60 pips, right? 4,001. About 96.4. Oh, it activated us. We're done. Bond. We're done. I didn't even notice I was setting a buy limit. Oh, W, spam some fucking dubs. 60 pips in less than a second. What a fucking level, man. Yo, I was setting a 10 lot buy on my live account, and I was literally, I right clicked it, and when I right clicked it, it already smacked it, and it was too late on my live account. But what a fucking W in a split second here with these buy limits. Bang!
Bro, are you Wix,
I just-
are you kidding me right now, man?
I just said 96. That was your closure. Remember I said 3/4 of the way, 96? That's where you had to close your cells.
Wix, can you hear me? Can you hear me, man?
Yo, I hear you. What's up?
I heard order filled, and then I clicked. I was up $1,000. That's crazy, man. That is insane. It literally jumped in like 2 seconds.
Bro, what a level. We fucking sniped
Sniper
it.
level, man.
It tapped it. Entry was 96.4.
Sniper level.
Look at that. I
don't think I've ever taken a trade.
Wix, that trade was less
good.
than 10 seconds. Might be denied by prop firm. No, it won't be. We had that before. Like, we've had like one out of all my trades.
Yeah, I think it's 70. If you have 70% of the trades that are above 10 seconds, I think they have a.
I have 90% of my trades. It's like one or two of them like that.
Yeah.
Where it's in a split second. But like,
Update the session trades and the record. Big dub.
yeah. I'll refer to
Wow,
this
that
if
was
they do take it off. Film it for yourself. Don't say it came from stream. On top step, I don't know. We got top one. Maybe I don't. Just ran through my office wall. Yo. Bro, what a fucking sniper level. And you know what? Damn, that would have been, I'm sorry, Signal Channel. Because they go off my live account. So if whoever's in the signals but not here, they won't hear me apply. Split second away. I was just setting my buy limit. Now we win and lose together. I'm close on a payout. My processing, how much can I take out from that 150K? 3,500 the first time, 4,500 the second time. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. I mean, we're at 2240 here on the, I think we're done on this account for the day. On this account, I probably could go to another account. Wow. Great. Amazing. I keep trying to play a sound here, but I can't get to it. I'm happy. I'm not happy about the win. I'm happy about being so fucking spot on correct. The win is just normal. We expect to win here when we come in here. I'm just happy how well that's sniped. Bong, but I wouldn't even realize. Buys plus 70. Wait, sorry, those cells were from Asian session last night. So let's wow, great session. Win number 555, 555. Yo. W. I had the problem with top one futures. The rule says if 50% of profit trades are less than 10 seconds, it will be removed from the profits. And the problem is it counts since you had the account. I don't know about 50%, but I'd say I only have 2 trades like this, and this account has seen hundreds of trades. So I'm at like 98% of my trades being over 10 seconds. The key is not that it's 10 seconds. The key is that you're not using a high frequency bot, right? A high frequency trading bot that snipes in less than a second. That's the key. The key is that you're trading. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're just that good, right? In certain situations, you're just that good. Amazing. What a fucking W. All right. There was 0 drawdown. It didn't go any lower. It did not go any lower than our entry. $66.4 is exactly. It doesn't matter if you have 90, they count all trades less than 10 seconds together at payout if it's above 50%. If it's above 50%, the payout, they will be. What do you mean? You just said it doesn't matter if it's over 99% over 10 seconds. They count all trades less than 10 seconds together at the payout. And if it's above 50%. But how can it be above 50% if it's at like 90? What do you mean? Anywhere close to 50% or more of your total and or withdrawable profits, anywhere close. No, like I've had 2 trades that lasted maybe a combined 1 second in between 2 trades on my last payout, and I had no issue. Oh, they did have an issue. They said, "Hey, man, we're seeing different IP addresses every time." Or at the payout, they wrote to me something like, "We're seeing different IP addresses. Can you please confirm all the places where you've been trading from?" I was like, "If you go to the YouTube channel, like you'll just see the same place I trade from every day. Like it's all there. I don't know what other proof you're gonna need that I'm trading from the same spot." And then they sent me the payout. Occasional violations are tolerable. It's not just, it's just they have to see that you're trading. Like if you've been obviously you trading an account and you're like that's how you trade, and it's not like a, you know, it's not like a out of the ordinary. It's a pattern to it. That's how you trade, and then that's how you trade. Can you accept me for? Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. Didn't you were here earlier? From Zoom waiting room. YouTube, yeah, there's a delay. There's a delay on YouTube of about 3 to 4 seconds. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes 4, sometimes it's 2 seconds, but there is a delay on YouTube. You're right. Oh, this is lovely. Check this question. I didn't get activated. Got bought. Okay, me 205 with 2 positions. Nice. You're a good man, Wick. Are you being sarcastic? Are you trying to sarcasticate me? Out sarcastic. Hey, can you guys spam some dubs for that W that we just got? Spam some motherfucking dubs. There we go. Keep spamming. All right, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, gang. It'll be a little story. Appreciate that, gang. All right, back to the stream. I do believe we're gonna see a reaction like this off this blue line, but the stop off of that blue line has to be somewhere down here, because that's a daily level. And if you're gonna take a trade based on the daily, you can't have a stop based on the 15. You need the daily stop down here. That's the only way that analysis will stay true in terms of the strategy, right? But then again, you got to realize if you're trading it off the daily, you can look for a swing here, super low position, right? And this is, you're looking here for a massive pop, maybe 500-600 pips, right? Let's go to the daily. You keep your stop, daily level right there. You're very likely to see a pop off this area, but whenever you do pop, this is your stop here, right? These levels to the left, where that mirror happened before, right? Keep down, that's where you popped. That's really what you'd look for. Look. Your risk 337 pips for 692. I'm just not risking 337 pips, but you know, if you're looking for an extra small position, this is what you should be looking for, and it's highly likely to play out. Highly likely. No, never. LOL, you're a good teacher. I got you. Appreciate that. I got you, Wix, with the emojis. W. Hey, Captain Commander General, what's going on, brother? Who's in charge? He is. You ain't see his title? Whenever y'all see emojis popping up, just know it's me. Yeah, at one point, these handcuff emojis, you'll be, bam, just dropping by to say hi. I know where you been at, bro. Well, no matter where you've been, hope all is well, and all that matters is that you're here right now. Mac building. Yeah, we're at our limit here for the day on this account. I'm just so curious to see what the daily does. Just been trading alone so I can stay focused. Wow, it's so funny you say that. Go back to this morning's monologue, opening monologue. Because my entire stream's a monologue, but go back to this morning's opening monologue. That's exactly what I spoke about, exactly what I discussed. Say less, I'll watch it in bed. Not that kind of monologue, bro. This ain't OnlyFans. What you mean? Just watch it right now. It's don't even watch it. Listen to it. He said, wait, I gotta get ready. Where's the lube? Bring in the KY, honey. Bring in the KY and the camera. This is gonna be on Sports Center tonight. Top 10, baby. We made it. Oh, man. One sec, packing away the lotions. Oh, it sounds marvelous. The fuck am I hearing? You're hearing me talk to the chat. You're hearing me talk to you guys. Hey, look, man, he's one of you. On this side of the screen. User on that side. Damn, 555. What's our win ratio on stream? Gone down a bit this year, right? 555 and 78 losses. What kind of win ratio is that? Got a negative loss ratio. Never got there. Look at that. I got close. No cigar. No cigar. So I think eventually it will get to the daily level, just like we've been talking about it the entire time, right? Since last week. Last week, Sunday. Spoke about this level right here. When we were opening up here. Right here. Market was here. Spoke about this level. And we are finally here. We're finally here. We're going to make a decision whether we're going to come back up, retest these highs. If you're looking for swings, once again, have a small swing here, you could have a big swing here, 4,000 pips. But if you're looking to swing back up to the highs, this would be your first swing opportunity off the daily level. Don't say I didn't tell you when you're up over here about 3 or 2,000 pips into it. But this is that level. When will it go, though? Or does it hold that level? But this is your first initial opportunity to lock in for swings. You guys are like, well, when's the swings play? Oh, next week. You know, we might set up in the beginning of next month for swing. Well, no, you're setting up now for swings. But don't expect it to happen in one candle, like, oh, boom, and it's going to go all the way up now. Right now, market's got to retest the lows, form a support, and come back up. But, like, timing is up to you. But, like, this is, you're looking at levels. This is the swing level. 87.7% win rate. That's a fucking W. Thank you for doing that. Hey, stupid question, but where's the request payout button on top one dashboard? I'm trying to find it. It's not on the trading dashboard. You got to go into the account, into your dash, and then you have to download. I had to download a third party thing through which they do. So no. You know what it was? I had to request a withdrawal. Once it gets approved, they had to send me like a link to a third party thing. Then I download it, and then they do a withdrawal through a third party. That's what it was. Sorry, I did it a month ago. No, I did it. When did we do it? I did it 3 weeks ago with them.
If you go into your dashboard, if you've already achieved your goal and you go in there and you don't see the button, just send them a message.
That means you haven't reached your goal.
They'll reset it, and then all of a sudden your button will pop up to request the payout.
Oh,
mine didn't have it on there. Yeah, mine wasn't on there until I emailed them, and then they looked and reset it, and then all of a sudden it was there.
That happens sometimes. But I did it a month ago, and like it used to be rise, and then a month or like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, for like there was a 2 week period or a few week period where rise wasn't working, and you had to do it a different way. But like it's back to working now. So like now it's faster. I had to wait like a week for a payout. Now it's like next day, same day. How did it get here? 40 pips away, close enough. What time is it? 10:46. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a session here, gang. Been a great day, been a great session. No, you Just like we spoke about earlier today, right? Just tune out the noise and wait for what you're looking for. If it shows up, great. Like you get sometimes, like today, you get rewarded massively, right? Yesterday, last night, we get rewarded massively. You don't have to place a trade just because you're on the charts, right? You place a trade when your edge shows, when your edge prints. And if it doesn't print, you don't need to be there. You don't need to stress. You don't need to live through the stress that comes with trading. If you've been here long enough, if you've traded long enough, if you have that knowledge that's guided by your experience of stress and difficult times and heartbreak and just the emotional roller coaster, if you've lived through that, you can pretty much understand you don't need to live through that once you have a plan. You've lived through it because you did not have a plan when you were going through it. But you now have a plan, and a lot of you don't just have a plan. A lot of you have proof of concept that this works because you've made money from it, right? So stick to what you've made money on. Stick to the plan that's going to drive the emotions away, and it's going to keep you level-headed. You want to be performing here with full mental clarity at full mental capacity, right? And the only way to do that is stress-free. Promise you, trading gets better when you're stress-free. That's why people that aren't worried about making rent next week will typically have a better time or better result than people that are worried about where they're going to get their next meal from. Because that impulsiveness, that chemical imbalance that happens in your brain from worrying, because your body produces chemicals, and when you stress, it's different chemicals than when you're happy and when you're content, and it creates a chemical imbalance. However you want to look at it, whether you want to believe it or not, it's science. And you're not going to be at your optimal, peak performance when that happens, and that's where you want to be. So stay stress-free, and you're putting yourself, ahead of the game, which means follow the plan, right? Because if you don't plan the trade, something like that, you don't trade the plan, you plan to fail or something like that. I don't know, but it's unnecessary to put yourself in a position where you can get hurt, right? Put yourself in a position where good luck can find you, and that comes along with the plan that you have that you've seen works, right? You have proof of concept, you've made money on it, you've won trades, you've seen that it works, you've seen others do it. All you got to do is execute. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just learn how to drive the car that already exists. If you aren't prepared, then you're prepared to fail, right? If you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Kyle Wilcox. Appreciate you. All right, gang. Shout out to Turpy for winning a 50K account yesterday. I wanted to see if he got it already because I submitted yesterday, so I was hoping he'd get it today or this morning, but I guess he's not here. I guess he's working, so we'll find out in Asian session. My slight possibility I do a pop-up Asian. I'm not sure if I'm going to be home. If I'm going to be home and free, in a good mood, we'll do a pop-up Asian, all right? Word from Dr. J. True. Okay, gang? Other than that, we'll definitely be trading in the Signal channel later today for Asian session. And it was a great Asian yesterday. And congrats to everybody that took the dubs with us today again. And hopefully you guys are that much closer to your next payout. Absolutely. Gotcha, Illist. Joel Savini, good morning. Good morning. And we are calling to the stream already, brother. So hopefully we'll see you on time tomorrow so you can get a W with us. You're a high school math teacher. Oh, man. I had a high school math teacher who then became my bank financial, my customer in the bank. Oh, I love math teachers. My pops is a math major. My mom's a science, chemistry. So my dad was really good at math. Is really good at math. Anyway,
Thank you, Wix, for the session today. Much appreciated.
Customer financial advisor. I used to do financial consulting for a bank in New York, not customer service, not customer advisor. I used to do financial consulting, and he was one of my clients. Jay, thank you for coming through here. Appreciate you. W for math teachers. Hell yeah, yeah. Tough job. Very tough job. Like man, you're not a gym teacher. You know what I mean? You are not a guidance counselor or a gym teacher. I'm sorry, gym teachers, but you guys are not math teachers. I love my gym teachers. They were cool as shit, but like, you're not math teachers. You're not chemistry or physics teachers. It's a bit different. But ain't nothing wrong with that. You're still working. You're still grinding. You're hustling. And man, hats off to you. Hats off to everyone who's getting that JOB funding, right? Instead of trying to, weasel into funding. All right, gang, let's call it a session. Thank you guys for riding with me. Zoom gang, see you guys in the clubhouse side of things. Jay, Kenny, everybody that spoke to me today. Appreciate you guys for coming through and having a small bit of a conversation that pauses my monologue throughout the day. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, 8 a.m. sharp here for New York session live on YouTube. Signal channel. See you guys tonight. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Mods, thank you forever for helping me run this stream. And I think we might be adding some mods next month and right after Halloween, right? I got to get rid of a few mods that don't show up. So we'll see. We'll see who's in the running. Exciting times here. We are 1 month into Q4, right? 2 more months left in the year. It's just flying by. Make sure your trajectory is up and up and up and up as it's flying by. All right, gang? All right. As for me, my time here is up. Yep. And just like that, another New York session is in the... Great start to the week. The way you started is the way you're going to spend it, and that's how you're going to end it. That's what I always say. That's what I was taught. And look at how we've begun. Let's enjoy the rest of it and finish it off strong. Later. The daily levels incoming. Oh, this is so interesting. What happens here at 39.90, 100 pips below us. All right, later.